That's always gonna be funny to me.
Start money, do like gang gang. They don't see what I do. Nah, they don't. They don't see what I done been. I got vision like that, boy. Can you see I spit? Can you see I'm lit? Can you see the risk? Can you see the gift? They know I'm the shit. Start money click, work the whole brick. We the take a bitch, don't talk shit, cause we really with the shit. Can you see I spit? Can you see I'm lit? Can you see the risk? Can you see the gift? They know I am the shit. Start money click, work the whole brick. We the take a bitch, don't talk shit, cause we really with the shit. Can you see I spit? Can you see I'm lit? Can you see the risk? Can you see the gift? They know I am the shit. Start money click, work the whole brick. We'll take your bitch, don't talk shit, cause we really with the shit. How haters better close your eyes, I'll make you cry. I brought my killers too, and then make you die. I know they see the news, I know they know I'm fly. Godfather type nigga, I'm a wise guy. I see them taking pictures, so all we can smile. They see me drinking liquor and toast to the clouds. Man, I been that nigga, I know they see the crown. I even told my niggas, I'm going crazy now. I even told my sisters, they gon' hate me now. She said, bro, you tripping, you got crazy sound. I said, I see my vision, that's to make them frown. They see the bigger picture, and they play it now. They think I see the bitches, but I'm taking now. I only see the riches that I'm making now. Give me 5 minutes, and I'll make you bow. Star money with me, and they stand down. Can you see I spit? Can you see I'm lit? Can you see the risk? Can you see the gift? They know I'm the shit. Star money click, worth the whole brick. We'll take your bitch, don't talk shit, cause we really with the shits. Can you see I spit? Can you see I'm lit? Can you see the risk? Can you see the gift?
Yeah, 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 yeah. We back like we never left before. How's my guys doing on a Sunday night, man? How we doing?
Better than average, pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, we're doing all right.
All
Doing all right.
right. So, like I always say, everything I do it on God. Every time we do this shit, we do it on God. And when I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we definitely do this shit on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click, and the number one rapper in the world. I brought 1 5 with me, the other co-CEO of Star Money Click and the number one producer in the world. And I brought my brother from another mother, Jimmy Two Times, the number one 49ers fan and the number one Sooner fan in the world. And we are the On God Podcast. So let's jump straight into it. First of all, I got to give a special shout out before we even get into the NCAA game. I got to give a special shout out to Otani for 3 home runs in this game. Like we knew he had two. Me and Two Times that talked to each other was like, yeah, he didn't hit two tonight, but we didn't know he hit three yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, you was on fire, bro. 10 RBIs. Like he was like, man, that's some video game shit, bro. Like he was playing MLB The Show 24 by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
I just want to
shocked they
give
was
all
passing
praise
to him.
to him. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they was thinking, but I'm gonna just say this: he's outright the MVP, like outright. There shouldn't even be a different league MVP for the. I understand why they do it, but honestly, if we do all overall, ain't nobody fucking with him right now. He's the
Nah,
best
nah.
player.
He,
He's the best player in baseball, and he's about to make me start watching baseball for real because it's very interesting.
or at least
So I just want to
Dodgers
get that.
game.
Yeah, at least the Dodgers. So I just want to get that shout out to him first. We're gonna step into the NCAA world. I'm only giving y'all the top 10. Like I told you, I don't go no further than who means what they mean. Um, so I'm gonna start at the top. Texas beat Louisiana Monroe 51-3 in the Snore Fest. Archie Manning had a big game. He threw his first interception on the first drive, and then he came back and turned around and started really running it up on their ass. But we wasn't expecting nothing different. It's Louisiana Monroe. I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. You handle business. Georgia was the number 2 team. They were on a bye, so they did not play. Ohio State beat Marshall 49-14. Big showing by the running game. Um, man, Quinshon Junkins just had a fucking field fest. I mean, 14 carries, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, it just Travion Henderson had 6 carries for 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just imagine if Travion Henderson would have had more than 6 carries. I mean, we just dominated. Our offense is so explosive to the point where the second play of the game, he threw a screen pass to Buka, and Buka went 68, just like this, just like that. Like Jeremiah Smith went 53. I mean, it's just the weapons for Ohio State is crazy. Todd, because you are a Buckeye fan, I got this question,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say this too. Marshall, we finally gave up. a touchdown. We gave up 2 touchdowns. Now let's just be realistic. I'm an Ohio State fan, but I'm a realist.
Mhm.
If y'all thought that I thought the defense was never going to give up a touchdown for the whole season, y'all should be drug tested.
Right.
This is a long ass season. Your team is, if your team don't give up a touchdown in this year during the year, then you got the coldest defense of all time, and that's hard to have. But this is my question to you:
Mhm.
what is Ohio State's weakness on offense,
On offense,
or do they even have one?
man, to be honest with you, Marshall dominated the first half of that game, time of possession wise. But we were up 28-14 with 8 minutes. I think Ohio State may be one of the most explosive offenses in college football. You know what I
We
mean?
ran 20 plays and had 28 points at halftime.
Yeah, it was insane. I think defensively they were just a little sloppy, but that boy from Marshall, that defensive end or that linebacker, I
He's
can't
good.
remember.
He's good. The DN.
Yeah.
He's
Boy,
good. He's
put a stick
NFL.
on our tackle.
Yeah, he
It
fucked
looked
that
like
tackle up.
he looked like he was in the NFL
He's
already.
NFL. He's
Yeah,
NFL ready.
yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you
That
what
boy
it is.
good. He gave us some problems, but I mean, outside of that, man, I think our defense just played a little sloppy because they were like, "This is Marshall," you know what I mean? So we'll see what they do next week when we start Big Ten play. Honestly, I kind of give them a pass on this. To be honest with you, because we played so good the first 2 weeks, it was like, man.
Well, this is why it happened, right? So maybe you didn't notice, but Tyleek Williams, our starting D tackle, wasn't in the game.
Yeah, it seemed like they
So
ran on it pretty well. So
that's why they ran so well. So Ty Hamilton and Tyleek Williams is what Michigan's 2 D tackles in the nation are. We got the other 2 best D tackles in the nation. So when he don't play with his, if he not playing and he just playing by himself, that's a weakness. You can run up the middle, but
right.
other than that, Ohio State got it together in that second. The second half adjustment is what I liked.
Yeah.
The second half adjustment is what I liked.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, because the second half they didn't score at all.
No, they was locked. That's what I'm saying.
Very dominant the second half.
Yeah. Jim Knowles said something to their ass. Number 4, Alabama was on a bye. Number 5, Ole Miss dog walk Georgia Southern, 52-13. Tennessee beat Oklahoma 25-15. 2 times. I really want to know, because I didn't really get to see a lot of this game, which was weird. I thought I was gonna catch it, but I was so fucking tired from running around and shit. What would you say is the takeaway from y'all losing 25-15?
We got a solid SEC ready defense. We have no quarterback. And when I say no quarterback, if the center hiked the ball, it would go up in the stands. Okay? That's how bad he is. I mean, like, I couldn't even understand some of the plays he was making. I couldn't understand why he couldn't hold on to the ball. My backup quarterback guy, Dan Hawkins Jr., he's a freshman. He looked a lot better in cleanup time, but we really could have won this game if it wasn't for my quarterback making mistakes and putting the defense in bad situations. Because we held one of the most explosive offenses in the country, and a head coach. My former quarterback who won our last national championship, he was waiting to get this ass, and he got it, and we handed it right over on a silver platter. And I just laughed at it. I went, after about the late fourth quarter, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so disgusted by our play on offense. I went to go play dominoes in another room, watch Colorado with my sister. So, which was a hell of a game. Hell, if we was to talk about something outside the top 10, I'd talk about Colorado more than I talk about my team.
I'm gonna bring it up.
No, but it's just we're not gonna beat Texas. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because we have a huge. Well, no, because here's the thing. We've had problems at quarterback before. We found a way to beat Texas, but the problem with this is Texas is more of an explosive team or a more complete team than Tennessee. And I just like I said,
That's why I said. That's why I don't. That's the reason why I'm saying I don't think you're going to beat Texas. Not because you have one of the top defenses in the country. This is a given. I will give you
But we
that.
should have in this game here. I wish I could have watched this game with you because now you could have seen proof of why I was adamant about Dylan Gabriel staying. I don't know what my head coach was thinking. You don't let that boy walk out the door and give him his last year, man. Because we needed that
I
experience.
said
We
that to
needed that
you.
experience. We could have beat them with him. We had no chance because it just seemed like the lights was too big for him. Like he would get back there and he didn't know he didn't know what to do with the ball. So
Well,
it's
that's what
like,
I was saying.
and the one thing
That's
that,
what I
and
was
the one thing
saying
they
to
was
you.
bragging about, and the one thing they was bragging about before the game was, well, he has experience in some big games. What? Blowing it? Because that Arizona game, that bowl game last year, he came out looking like a NFL ready quarterback, and by the end of the game, he looked like he wasn't even ready for Junior Pop Warner. So my takeaway is great defense, no offense. I'm just watching Oklahoma Sooner football this year with no expectations. I'll see you next year.
I understand, and that's the reason why I said to you when we went back and forth about Dylan Gabriel, and I said if your team was as good as you advertised it to be, why would he leave? And then you said, well, that he wanted him to go. You know what I'm saying? What up, Dave? Thanks for tuning in, my dog. We still gonna link, Dave. I ain't forget I was busy. I'm sorry, bro. But it's just he without a quarterback and a great D, you can't. You just
He can't do
it's
nothing.
it's like playing with your hands tied behind your back. But we'll
Imagine getting
move
in the car
on.
and driving a car without a steering wheel.
Right, Missouri beat Vanderbilt 30-27. I'm gonna say this for the last time to y'all, and this is why when we did our top five power rankings for NCAA, you notice I did not have Missouri in my top five because Missouri's gonna lose. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose to
Well, that young boy
Tennessee
you
and
said,
State.
that young boy you said for Vanderbilt had a good game. Quarterback, he had a good
Yeah,
game.
he can play.
Yeah,
Oregon was out number 8. They was on a bye. Uh, Penn State beat Kent State 56-0. Not a surprise. Kent State has been getting the doors beat off their ass for the last 2 weeks. Damn,
yeah,
they done
yeah.
gave up.
They
They done
even
gave
feel
up 100
deep.
and bro. They done gave up 127 points in
That's
two
what I'm saying.
games.
They putting tackling dummies out there to play against these teams.
Schaefer
Um,
Lachey.
Shit.
a game that flew under the radar. We didn't really talk about. Well, I'm gonna bring it up. Utah beat Oklahoma State 22-19. Oklahoma State was ranked. Utah is still my pick for the Big 12, even though they're waiting to see what they're gonna do with Cam Rising. He didn't play in this game, but they still won the game.
They're winning
Um,
without him, and that means that defense,
yeah,
that team is
I
good.
told you. I told you Utah good. Colorado. Wow, what a
Most
game!
exciting game in college football this weekend.
Hell of a game. Shador Sanders is as advertised as we've been saying since the beginning of the year that I thought he's the best. I thought he's the best quarterback in the country. Uh, I got a question for both of y'all, and we ain't got to dive deep into it because we're gonna move over to the NFL because we're trying to get to this game for the night. We got
Right,
to see
right.
Kansas City and Atlanta. Um, but I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question. I'm gonna let both of y'all answer.
Mhm.
Is Dion proving it now? Because the way it looks right now, you don't have to win pretty. You just have to win the game,
Mhm.
and they're winning the game. Like you got to really think. They only lost to Nebraska, and then look what Illinois just did to Nebraska. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Illinois.
Mhm.
Illinois went to Nebraska and beat that ass.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It was a good ass game, went to overtime. But if you watch the game, Illinois was really whooping their ass most of the
Mhm.
game. Um, but do we need to start taking Colorado a little bit more serious? What do y'all
Yeah,
think?
maybe.
Eh, eh.
It's a Big 12 opponent.
I, I'm not high on Baylor this year anyway, but you can't deny Shador Sanders' ability on the football field. That guy is amazing.
And
Like I know
Travis Hunter is a problem.
Travis
Oh my
Hunter
God.
said,
He's Travis
uh,
Hunter is my Heisman right now. I'm gonna just say that. Let me just put
okay,
that out there for y'all. He's my
okay.
Heisman right now.
I think what Dion's doing with this group of guys, even though he's got two really good, like two first-round NFL guys playing. The rest of the team is kind of subpar. I think he's overachieving with this team. And like I said, me and News have had this conversation a lot. We don't think he stays past this year. But if Dion wants to stay, they're still a year or so away with him getting all of his players in. He needs to get his guys in there to play, and I think they're going to be a problem in a year or two if he stays. But you can't overlook them for sure because they definitely got two of the best players in the country on the team. So if you go in there thinking it's going to be a cakewalk, you're going to get dog walked.
Mm-hmm. 2 times, what you think?
I think they're kind of starting to figure it out a little bit, their weaknesses and what they do best. I would kind of like to see them play some upper echelon teams in their conference. I want to see how they look against Utah and stuff like that before I can really judge. But I think this is the year they finally crack the bowl games. I would like to, I mean, I would like to see them make a surprise move to the college playoffs, but that's probably far fetched. I mean, it was an impressive win. I thought it was ironic that Cordell Stewart wore number 10 when he threw his Hail Mary, and guess who caught it last night? Number 10.
LaJohntay Weston.
That game, hey, that shit was crazy. I was just sitting there like, and I was full of alcohol, and I was like, wow, I'm very happy to be here. That's all I felt.
Let me throw this out there. Let me throw this out to this to you though, and y'all might not know this, but since the second half of the Nebraska game, their defense has not given up more than 14 or I think 14 points and under 200 yards. I mean, under 150 yards passing. So it don't, you can't tell because when you're watching it, you're looking at the score and they give up a lot of big plays. That's the problem with Colorado. They give up big plays, but when they don't give up the big plays and they get a 3 and out, you miss the 3 and out because the next drive might be a big play on them. You know what I'm saying? So we like shout out to Dion and them. I like the fact that they're trying to get it together. I can't go off the opponent you're playing right now because you're just playing who on your schedule. And Baylor is a Big 12 opponent, and they got their first conference win in the Big 12. So
they're 2-1. You can't complain.
They 2-1 and they've won 2 in a row. So it don't matter what we say, they're doing it. So I'm gonna switch over to the big boy league. What a day! We're gonna go back to Thursday. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers, 24-3 over the Pats. He looked like Aaron Rodgers. I like the fact that he got Lazard involved. He really showed that Garrett Wilson is his guy. He also got Mike Williams involved too as well. Mike Williams is coming back gradually, but I think like we all did. We all picked. I think we all picked the Jets to win this division, and I really think if them motherfuckers get the rolling, they gonna be a fucking problem because that other running back with Breece Hall, the Allen motherfucker, Allen is a beast.
They got a 1-2 punch.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to the Jets. Broncos stumped the Bucks today, 26-7.
Yep.
Shout out to the Mayfield lovers. Your boy looked like Mayfield today.
Hey, man.
What did I say? I said, listen. I said the competition it changes every week. Denver does not have a shitty defense. They just don't.
No. They just got a rookie at quarterback.
They just have to figure out.
And you know what? Like I said, you know what? It was a bad weekend for all current and former Sooner quarterbacks. I will say that.
Not mine.
He played shit. He did what he needed to do. Let's just put it like this.
He didn't play shitty. He just fumbled the ball and threw 1 interception. You take away the 1 interception and the fumble, he threw for over 300 yards with none of his starting receivers on the field in the second half of the game. So, he didn't really play bad because he got a W, and I'll take the W. So the Broncos beat the Bucks. The Steelers beat the Chargers. The Steelers are 3-0.
Shout
I
out
think we're
Justin.
going to have to start taking the Steelers serious because
Yeah.
Justin Fields looked good today. He
He
looked
don't-
good today.
Yeah.
And that fucking defense is something crazy.
Once
They're switching 10 passes to throwing completion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good.
Bears look like
Vikings. The Vikings stumped the Texans 34-7.
they did.
Best defense in the league right now.
You got to take the Vikings serious.
You did.
Best
gotta
defense
take
in the
them
league right
serious.
now. Right now, best
They
defense
are.
in the league. Brian Flores, if he doesn't get another chance at another head coaching job, we already know what it really is in the NFL. But there's no way you can deny him another audition for another head coaching job. Right now, that defense is playing crazy.
Playing good.
It's amazing. And
They just shut down two Pro Bowl quarterbacks 2 weeks in a row.
and Aaron Jones looking good. And Justin Jefferson lost his quarterback, but they ain't lost it. They ain't lost a step. They still look like the Vikings from last year.
Keep in mind,
I'm talking
without their top 2 running backs today, also.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'll give you that.
I mean,
But all 3 of their starting receivers played.
Yeah, but
and Cam Akers didn't look bad.
It's hard when you got
Cam Akers didn't look bad.
Cam Akers didn't look bad though, Todd.
All right. Yeah, I mean.
No, you know what the problem was? Let me tell you what the problem was. They started off the game making mistakes. Tunsil was over here getting false starts and doing all types of goofy shit, getting them out of scoring position. It's just a lot of mistakes. The same thing they did to my 49ers last week. They made them make mistakes and they took advantage of it.
Yep.
And Stroud threw 2 picks.
Yeah.
And Stroud hadn't threw an interception damn near all year from last.
He looked confused. And this Vikings defense is confusing quarterbacks because they play a weird cover 2 that they call a cover 2, but when you look at it with the 22s, it does not look like a cover 2. But they are covering from sideline to sideline, and they're not giving up anything.
They look good.
Yeah, best defense in the league.
Helping the QB out there a lot. So
yeah,
the Colts beat the Bears 21-16.
That was nasty.
So I'm starting to think we don't have any more defeated teams in the league anymore now. Everybody has a win, which is crazy. I'll get to that in a second. Except the Titans. The Titans still ain't won. What is the
yeah, they're
Packers
over.
beat the brakes. They beat the Packers beat the brakes off the Titans 30-14. I'm gonna be honest. Tennessee, y'all need to go get y'all a real quarterback.
You traded the wrong one. The one you just traded beat the shit out of you, and he enjoyed it. He said, "Take that."
I think
take that.
They fired their coach when they didn't need to fire their coach.
I don't know. I can't agree with you there because he was there for so long, and what did they accomplish with him there for real? What did they really get?
They gave him freaking
but he made the choices.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had great insurance.
You got
a
new coach. I'm not saying Will Levis is the truth or nothing.
He's nothing. He's terrible.
You know what I mean?
If you see some of the shit he was doing in that game at 1-5, you would change your whole.
I seen the shit he was doing in the game. It was garbage.
That shit was fucked up.
Tend to cut quarterbacks some slack when they've been through 2 different play callers their first 2 years. You know what I mean?
So, but he wasn't the starter.
I agree that this year their ass go out and get you a Quinn Ewers or a Shedeur Sanders and turn that shit.
They gave up on Malik Willis a little too early, I think.
Yeah, they did. Like, you can't draft him and then draft him and you play this one, you don't play that one. You ship this one out. You had Ryan Tannehill. Maybe you should have kept the old man. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? And then this is how you knew shit was fucked up. The coach you talking about made Derrick Henry want to leave. Derrick Henry didn't want to stay because of him. So no, you can't. It is what it is. The Titans Titans are a shit show.
Yeah,
because he knew the Titans were gonna be sorry, and he wants to win now. He's getting old. He want to win.
They got a lot of bullshit going on there.
Giants and the Browns. Giants win 21-15. The Browns are now 0-2 versus my division. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. This was the best game Daniel Jones had. And
Daniel
Daniel Jones didn't look bad
Jones-
last week either.
He just needed a weapon. He got one of neighbors.
Him
The
and
neighbors look damn
look
good.
good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, him
He
and
looked like
neighbors
Phil
looking good as
Sims
fuck today.
My guy looked like Phil Sims today. You look like a Hall quarterback, borderline.
The Seahawks destroyed the Dolphins. The Dolphins are done.
Big
I just they need to go find them a quarterback, man. Like
Well, they lost their other quarterback.
Skylar Thompson's not going to get it.
What I'm saying
He's out too.
He's sorry. It don't matter. What I'm saying is you need to go get you a better backup. Because Tua's down. Skylar Thompson was ass. I mean, ass.
Do they try to get Russell Wilson?
No.
I think they need somebody with a big arm. That's what I think.
No, because Tua will be back in a few weeks, maybe. He's on the IR for 3-4 weeks. You just live that out, and then you're gonna have to get somebody. You got to get an insurance policy in the offseason.
This how you know when your backup's sorry. This motherfucker threw the ball. Tyreek Hill had one catch today. You got one of the best receivers on your team. He got one catch.
And you can't get him the ball.
Skylar Thompson is shit balls.
Because even with Tua in there, Tyreek gets the ball.
Yeah. This next game, I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know who these motherfuckers. I think they two-faced. I don't know who the fuck the Raiders are. I mean, the Panthers. Andy Dalton comes in the game. It looks like Andy Dalton from the Bengals when he first got there and beat the brakes off the Raiders, 36-22.
Andy Dalton looked damn good today.
But it's not a surprise because Andy Dalton can still play.
Yeah.
Nobody ever said Andy Dalton couldn't play.
He was on some bad teams over the last several years.
But this whole little, and I want to speak on this too. All these sports people coming out for Bryce Young, stepping out for him. He's just not no good, man. It ain't nothing personal, man. If he was that good, if it's not his fault that he's not winning, why did Andy Dalton put up 36 points and win the game today? In his first
and being above average team.
Yeah.
In his first
start. Slightly above average team. A slightly above average team.
Yeah, because the Raiders defense ain't ass.
Nah.
No.
Let's see what the Panthers do. If they start winning with Andy Dalton, you know that Bryce Young's the problem.
The problem is the Raiders don't have a quarterback either. Gardner Minshew is not it. He's a backup. You get a win or two out of him, and you move on. He's not the guy.
Well, that was the battle of backups today.
How many games did the Panthers win last year?
What was it? Just like 1 or 2 or some shit, right? Yeah.
Okay, so listen. It shouldn't take you 2 games to figure out if Andy Dalton's better than him. Andy Dalton, his first start wins the game.
Quarterback.
When was the last time Andy Dalton started?
Last year.
This what I'm saying.
With the Bears.
Last year they won and then they yanked him out the next game.
Right, but how many points has the Panthers been scoring in the first 2 weeks with Bryce Young as the quarterback?
They ain't scored shit.
None.
So how is it Andy Dalton gets in the game, in his first game he drops 36 points? Because Bryce Young is not it. Bryce Young is not it. He's not it.
I'm arguing with that.
Hold on, Deontay Johnson had a great game. He actually saw the ball. He had a decent game.
He ain't it because he's 5'10", 185.
All I'm saying is let's pump the brakes on the Panthers, period, just because they won a game.
Oh, we ain't talking about that.
We're not talking about the Panthers being a winning organization. We're talking about the quarterback that they had playing. I would
definitely start Andy Dalton the rest of the year.
The weapons that the Carolina Panthers have got the ball, and they looked effective. Bryce Young could not get them the ball.
He
couldn't get them the ball.
We don't have no faith in the Panthers. I have no faith in the Panthers. All I'm saying
not at all.
That quarterback is not a good quarterback.
Their owner's going to come down tomorrow and change his mind and do something in that lineup to fuck up the winning. That's all I know.
Oh, that's all.
What's crazy? You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy about Bryce Young? And y'all both know this. You know I watch Canadian Football League. He's the type of player that can go up there and strive up there, but not here.
No, not at 5'10", 185.
No.
No.
So
no.
All right, so
No.
this is personal. And news, you may not like. You may not like the
Here we
question.
go.
Do you think? I mean, we know Bryce Young's ass, but do you think that his girlfriend breaking up for him for Tyrese Maxey may play into some of his bad playing this year, or you just think he's a straight up ass? Period.
He's
Straight up
ass
ass.
without a girlfriend.
All right,
He's ass.
I got you.
He's ass.
I
He
got
could
you.
have broke up with his boyfriend and it wouldn't have mattered.
I've just seen some people on some sports people say, well, his girlfriend just left him for Tyrese Maxey. He's messed up
Yeah, I'm
in the
cool.
head this year. And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
man,
cool.
you guys watching
Hey,
his
hey,
ass.
let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick.
Yeah.
Some of the greats, there have been some great players that have had personal problems going on while they were playing, and you didn't even know it until somebody said something. So if his girlfriend getting laid on by somebody else is a problem, that he's not meant to play this game because he gets distracted easy.
Yep.
And listen to what you said. His girlfriend broke up with him this year. He won 2 games last year. That means she was his girlfriend last year. He's sorry. He is sorry as fuck. Can we just stop that? Stop killing me with that shit, man. Like, what are we doing?
Hey,
He's
she may
sorry.
have had
He is sorry.
you don't know.
He's
Hey
sorry.
man,
Up in the head.
hey man, he's booty
Plays
cheeks,
one
man. Let's
game.
just call it what it is.
Andy Dalton plays
definitely
one game and drops 36 points. This motherfucker done played 2 games, all last year, won 2 games last year, comes in this year, don't even score no touchdowns. Andy Dalton comes in the game. He's an old fucking man. He averages 36 points in his first game. And we're talking about, well, do you think Bryce Young might be playing this way because of his girlfriend? Get the fuck out of here. He's sorry. He was sorry last year.
You just turned news into Sam Kennison on that one.
Yeah.
He's sorry as fuck.
It's
Shit makes me Damn.
So predictions, Bryce Young predictions.
Man, I don't want to talk about him no more. We don't give a fuck. On to the game. Fuck Bryce Young. Fuck you talking about? So, the Lions beat the Cardinals 20-13. The fuck are you talking about?
The
Lions beat the Cardinals 20-13. The Lions beat the Cardinals 20-13. 20-13. Jared Goff was okay today.
Yeah, he was present.
Kyler Murray resorted back to being the old Kyler Murray, where he's turning the ball over, playing like shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Kyler Murray.
Oh, I don't either. That's disappointing.
His head is bigger than most normal people's heads.
I mean, his helmet doesn't look like he has that damn thing on. That damn that practice thing on.
I don't know. He looks like a bobble.
I think he just played a good defense.
Yeah. I mean, but for the way the score was, the Lions was going up the field on them easily. The Lions just couldn't get in that fucking end zone. And Sam Laporta got hurt, and then came back and was still hurt.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I heard about that.
He was playing hurt. Yeah, he was playing hurt. The Ravens beat the Cowboys 28-25. The Ravens was up 28-6, and the Cowboys
almost gave this shit away.
The Cowboys deal what the Cowboys do when they get their ass whooped. Now they want to play. But either way it go, the Cowboys look like the Cowboys like we expected. That's 2 losses in a row. The Ravens finally found their running game. I liked what I saw in that running game. Yeah.
Throw at home.
Yeah, they found that. They found their running game. 49ers and the Rams, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Merry Christmas, Los Angeles Rams, from all of us in San Francisco.
Can I be honest? Y'all lost 27-24, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a tale of 2 halves and 2 quarters, because they just beat you in the 4th quarter period.
Mm-hmm.
Because the shit for real. This is my thing about y'all. I don't get it. This is the part I didn't get. You're up 21-7, right? So that means you only scored 3 points in the second half, right? But this is what fucks me up. You throw Jawan Jennings the ball all these targets. You get him all these yards. He scores all these touchdowns. But y'all forgot y'all had a running game.
Stop running the ball. And then motherfuckers was dropping the ball. Ayuk disappeared. I mean,
Ayuk, it's
I didn't
just it's a
disappear as soon as
hologram.
that check cleared.
It's a hologram of Ayuk out there.
no, his brother was out there playing. That's his brother. He has a brother that plays, apparently.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bell needs some goddamn stickum because he can't catch the ball for shit.
He's
Bell
terrible.
can't catch it for shit. The ball
If he catches that, we have a different story. It's a different
It's a
story.
whole different game. Whole different game.
Hold on. 2 Michigan players cost me this game. The kicker and my wide receiver.
But then the second half, your defense didn't play the same.
No, that was the whole game.
The Rams was doing what the fuck they wanted to do in the second half.
We never stopped to run the whole game. The run was just they were just running all over us.
And then they start throwing long balls on you in the fourth quarter. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like
Because Shagir was covering wide receivers in mud and they were running on AstroTurf. So I don't know what the fuck was his problem. But I mean, he was on injury report. He was hurt this week, but that's still no excuse.
So this is the question I got for you. It's a good one too. We seen Brock Purdy today without the stars, right? Did you like this Brock Purdy? Or do you think he could be better?
He proved he needed to do what he can do, but he needs people to catch passes. 6 drop balls is unacceptable. That man put them in position to win. He actually proved he don't need all his weapons. He just needs the people that's out there to catch the ball and do their job. That's all it was. And the defense to actually play like a defense. So this was one of those ones they gave away. But Brock Purdy, he's not a system quarterback. He can actually put the team on his back. He can put the team on his back.
Wait, because you said this last year, and then he went to Minnesota, and he looked like a system quarterback. Remember, you've done this before.
But 2 weeks in a row, Minnesota's defense made quarterbacks look like shit that aren't shit.
That ain't what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about last year. Remember, these same stars got hurt. The stars got hurt last year, right? He had a good game. He had a bad game against Cleveland. He came right back, had a bad game against Minnesota, right? Okay. So he had a good game against the Rams today. You lost. Who you play next week?
No, I don't know. I have to look.
So whoever you play next week, if we don't see this Brock Purdy next week, then we're going to have another discussion.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I want to hear
digresses.
We play the Patriots.
Okay, so you hear it out of my mouth. He played a good game. But the Patriots have a better defense than the Rams, too. So we're going to see. Eagles, Saints, man.
That was a good game.
I'm so sick. I left Dallas Goedert on the bench in both of my leagues because I just thought Sam LaPorta. I thought
Sam LaPorta's doing you dirty so far this year.
I thought he was gonna wake up today, right? And I knew it. At 12:59, I was about to change it like this, and I said, "Nah, let me stop," because I just know New Orleans defense is good. So I was like, they probably gonna be doubling Goddard and doubling Smith. I just knew it. But I think my Eagles team, this was the best defensive game we played so far this year.
I agree.
And
I agree.
I'm happy that it came at this against a team like this because this team was explosive. So it showed that what Fangio is doing, he made the adjustments from the week before, and we were stopping the run today a lot. We also stopped them long passes on us. Jalen Hurts has to take care of the ball. If Jalen Hurts takes care of the ball, we might have beat the shit out of New Orleans for real today. All he got to do is take care of the ball.
That was kind of head scratching to see him making those mistakes early. Because it's like that's been a thing this year, and that's not him.
But you know what's weird about him too, though? He'll do that, and then he'll make a play to win the game. That's what fucks me up about him. That's why I never turn my back on him and get mad. I go, all right, he doing some Jalen shit. Okay, whatever. But
Saquon took over the game.
Saquon is the best running back in the league. I mean, he's just the shit. And he almost had this same breakaway run against Green Bay in week 1, but he got caught by the safety. But I knew once he hit that hole, Me and my little bro was watching the game together. I told Shay, I said, bro, he gone. He said, he gone? I said,
Yeah,
he's gone.
he's
Yeah,
gone. He's gone.
he's the truth. He's gonna be our difference maker going, and he's gonna be the reason why in the playoffs we gonna be able to go. We can make it to the Super Bowl because when you lean on him, you good. If we can lean
And you
on him
got
in
to
the
be able to
playoffs,
run in the playoffs. You got to be able to run in the
yeah.
playoffs.
I hope Lane Johnson come back. He got a concussion. Also
Yeah, I
lost
seen
my
that.
other. I lost my other guard Becton. I lost him with his hand. I hope he get back right. And Devontae Smith, I hope you come back right. He got hit. They did the
Hold on,
both thing.
the defender spit on him when he got up? Because they kept showing it on Twitter that when he got up off him after he hit him, he spit on him.
Oh, Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I had seen the
I
video
don't
of that.
know.
I just seen it like
I
a
don't
little
know.
while ago.
Yeah,
I meant
I
to
ain't seen
send
that
that
yet.
to you. Yeah,
I
he
ain't
let
seen
him
that yet.
spit on
We'll
him,
see.
man.
So let me get the picks from the guys before we get up out of here and get to our side notes. Who y'all got tonight? Atlanta, Kansas City.
I got the Mahomeses.
I'm gonna go upset, and I'll do Atlanta because KC's looking right to get beat. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
they're winning, but they look right to get beat.
I feel you. I feel you. I got my homeboy. The game's in Atlanta too, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get to these side notes. I did 1-5 first. 2 times. What's your side note?
Um, Miami, great running back, died today. Eugene Mercury Morris. He's on that 72 undefeated Dolphins team.
Damn.
In a great
RP,
backfield with
man.
Jim Kick and Larry Zonka, man, one of the greatest backfields in NFL history outside of the 49ers $1 million backfield. Hell of a running back, man. He used to be able to do it all, man. You know, what cut his career short was he ended up going to jail. He had some drug problems in the 70s, but if he hadn't had those situations, he'd ended up in the Hall of Fame. But he could always say his legacy will always say he was undefeated. Nobody ever beat him in 72.
He would
And one
always
thing
So
pop
about
shout out to his family.
that's what I'm about to say.
the champagne bottle.
He always popped the bottle and he always talked shit about it every year. When them teams would be getting undefeated, he would always, when they lost, he would talk shit. Pop a bottle and talk shit.
Yeah, he
RP to
would.
Mercury Morris, man. RP to Mercury Morris.
Shout out to his family, man.
Shout out to his family. Condolences to his family. 1-5. What's your side note?
Man, I got 2 side notes. One, the amount of injuries going on right now in the NFL is staggering.
God,
Man.
And alarm. So my side note has a question for you guys though. Do you think that's because they took that extra preseason game away?
Yeah.
I believe it is.
Yeah, for sure.
I tend to believe it is. They made a business decision to make more money, and this is the outcome of it. So I hope they figure out the injury situation soon because a lot of fans are getting robbed of really great players right now because of the injuries. And
It's really weak too because of that. It's really weak too. So right about now, I mean, you got to think. It's kind of like it's almost like they put in a daylight savings time version in the NFL where they're kind of in the wrong track. So I think a lot of them will start getting their NFL bodies back. Because even Trent Williams, he had to go get IVs 2 straight games because he ain't had no training camp because he held out. So think about all the people that didn't really get to play because you can't play these big time players with the contract because they get hurt. Your season's fucked.
Right, exactly. Which brings me to my second side note. My guy Antonio Pierce, the Raiders head coach, after the game said that there was players that made business decisions by not playing hard today. He said that they will make business decisions and cut said players that didn't play hard. So I love it, but who's he cutting?
We gonna find out because he like Mike Singletary. He gonna pull a Vernon Davis on their ass. He don't play those games. He's not gonna play with them.
He wanted. You got to remember, them motherfuckers that played the game, and they played at a level where they was intense and very, very physical. He was a linebacker. Oh yeah, he don't fuck around.
It's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to them.
He ain't playing with their ass. He is not playing with their ass.
No,
that's another thing I want to do. I want to say this before I do my side note. I wanted to ask. I forgot the other 2 games. Let me get the picks for Monday night. Jacksonville and Buffalo. Who y'all got?
Buffalo and Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Okay, and Cincinnati and the Commanders. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
Sin City.
Okay, so I got Buffalo and I got Cincinnati as well. So my side note is, it's funny because my side note was about the injuries too. Like, man, what the fuck is going on? Like, when I looked at the report even this morning, and it said CMC out, Debo out, George Kittle out, Puka Nakua out, Cooper Kupp in the same game. I'm like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
Then it's Devontae Smith just get hurt. Lane Johnson get hurt during my game. AJ Brown ain't playing. I mean, the NFL is. But let me throw this out here too, and I want to say this too as a sad note. The Cowboys are done.
Yeah.
Done. And this is not even though. Let me be real frank with Dallas Cowgirl fans. I'm not even saying this because I don't like y'all motherfuckers. Y'all know I hate y'all because I'm a Philly guy. But I always hated y'all regardless. But I'm just being honest. I don't think I've ever seen Dallas look this bad at the beginning of a season.
Yeah.
It's been years.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like Drew Bledsoe years.
And one thing they don't do is lose at home. And y'all just lost 2 games in a row at home and damn near gave up over 200 yards rushing in both fucking games. So that Mike Zimmer pickup, while y'all was all high on him, shit. Motherfuckers.
Now I get to the coordinator and fit what you're doing.
Yeah.
And this one receiver shit with CD Lamb, that shit dead.
Yeah.
That shit is dead.
I was going to ask in the podcast which loss you thought was bigger, the 49er loss or the Cowboy loss. I feel same way you do, News, that the Cowboy loss felt like way, way bigger. Even though
ours is injury related.
You know the 49ers is based on injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, even though they fought back at the end, that felt like I took the wind out from underneath their cell.
Yeah, that game was over.
Now, because remember the Saints put it on their ass last week. I mean, they put it on their ass, and this week they really got their ass. With even the score is not true. Is not representative of what really happened today.
Baltimore took their foot off the gas. The New Orleans didn't. See, but now this is what I'm saying. If you're a Cowboy fan, I would be terrified, and I'm gonna tell you why. They have the formula to run the ball on you. And if you playing us, Saquon Barkley gonna kill y'all. Anybody that got a running game, the Cowboys are screwed. All you gotta do is run the ball.
Yep.
Don't y'all play him, don't y'all, Todd?
I'm pretty sure we do, yeah.
We play him. We play him here in about a month or so.
Bruh.
But I mean, but you know what? Since we're on the Cowboy situation, did y'all see that video of Jamie Foxx posted where he's hanging out with Jerry Jones during training camp, and dudes just he's running over the measurements of one of the players in training camp, and then he happens to mention the size of his junk.
I heard about it. Chuck, little big. I mean, bro said he was gonna send that to me. Chuck was telling me about that earlier. We was on the phone talking about it.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you when we get off of here.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my side note. I just thought I would bring that up because I just feel like, man, this is like a really, really weird NFL season right now. And like for the Rams to beat the 49ers the way they beat them, that's really, really weird. Like, because both teams is slaughtered, but the Rams got way more to loss because their 2 main guys was really all they had. Like the Niners still got weapons. It's just like when we hurt, but we still got weapons. You know what I'm saying?
They wasted Juan Jennings' career day. Juan Jennings, the legend has it, is still scoring touchdowns. They just don't count.
He was balling. So yeah, like I say this every time. Everything I do it on God. Every time we do this shit, we do it on God. And when I do it with these 2 crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. We about to get to this game. Make sure everybody tune in next week. We also got 2 new things we're gonna do for y'all coming up. We're gonna do our power rankings for the week. That's on Thursday or Friday, and we're also gonna do our picks on Saturday and Sunday of who we picking as far as the teams before they play. So y'all just keep giving y'all more content. Keep up with us. You know what I'm saying? Keep fucking with us. We appreciate it. Like I said, I'm Young Money Bad News. Co-Star Money Click CEO, the #1 rapper in the world. That's 15, my guy, the #1 producer in the world, and the Co-Star Money Click CEO as well. That's Jimmy 2 times, my brother from another mother, the #1 49ers fan, the #1 Sooner fan. We was the On God podcast. We up out.
Tell a friend.
Assalamu alaikum.
Shalom.